And so this is an important discussion because what you believe about eschatology, from the Greek word eschatos, you have, the study of last things. What you believe about the end times, what you believe about the final coming of Christ and the resurrection does have an impact on your life. Now, don't get me wrong. This is really important because I'm going to critique something today from a popular speaker on the second coming and end times. But don't get me wrong when I do this. When I critique it as a minister of the gospel, as a Christian, as a pastor, I'm critiquing it in an effort to get us back to the Bible, to say, let's let the Bible speak about this. And there are really serious consequences, practical consequences to our lives and to our futures if we go about this the wrong way and think wrongly about the future. I think it's serious. This is a vitally important discussion. But don't get me wrong, this isn't something that should divide Christians in terms of we're Christians, you're not, because you hold to a different particular eschatology. That's not the case. What will, I think, separate you from the body of Christ and put you outside of Christian orthodoxy is if you deny that there is a future final coming of Jesus and there is a future final resurrection of the dead. If you deny that, then you're outside of biblical orthodoxy. But within the framework of Christian orthodoxy and the Christian church, we have disagreements with each other on a lot of things. But we are actually gathered very well together around the essentials. And that's what should, drive us together, keep us together. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't talk about these things and in ways, fight this out or argue this out in a godly, righteous kind of way, in a loving, gracious kind of way. You have Christians who are historic premillennialists or classical premillennialists, and you've got dispensational premillennialists, you've got amillennialists, you've got postmillennialists, and you're like, well, which one of those is true? It's post-mill, just so you know. No, but we can have disagreements, but we're all unified that Jesus is returning. There's going to be a final future resurrection of the dead. All that's true. So we're unified, but we also have diversity amongst unity. This episode is brought to you by IonLayer at ionlayer.com. Go and check out the health benefits, the wellness benefits, and longevity benefits of NAD treatments. NAD is nicknamed the fountain of youth for a reason. You have an abundance of this in your system when you're young. As you get older, it drops off, and now we've found a way to get NAD into our systems. They do it through IV treatments, but they're very expensive, and it's also extremely painful and difficult. However, IonLayer found a way to get a high dose of NAD into your system through a medical patch you wear on your arm. You wear it for about 14 hours. You get a high dose of NAD treatment into your system and no pain at all. And it is a fraction of the cost of what you would pay for an IV treatment. In the coupon code, type in Apologia in all caps. They're going to hook you up with a great discount for an already amazingly cost-effective product. And they bless Apologia Studios and help us to stay on the air and do all these programs with you. Don't forget also, IonLayer has added a glutathione patch as well. Glutathione, the master antioxidant. Go check out the health benefits of glutathione. I'm doing this stuff anyways. It's blessed my life in tremendous ways. And so if you want to focus on your health, wellness, and longevity, nothing better in my mind than ionlayer.com for your NAD and glutathione treatments. IonLayer.com. Don't forget to put Apologia in all caps in the coupon code.